believe that this extraordinary summit congregates to ponder and to sanction the development of time-bound protocols for the progressive reopening of our economy. And this is important because, ladies and gentlemen, the COVID-19 pandemic is both a health crisis, but it is also a crisis to our economy as well. But I do believe there is also a fourth reason why this summit is convened today. A reason I didn't really mention in my address when I spoke last Saturday. And that is, whenever this summit sits, the conscience of the entire nation is called to order. The party affiliations and political dynamics of the moment are put asunder. When this summit sits, its only business is Kenya. No party affiliations. We are encouraging social distancing, but here we are encouraging no political distancing and no ethnic divisions. The summit becomes the heart and soul of our republic, and that's why the pronouncements of this gathering, whenever we meet, become articles of our faith, our common faith in our country. These are articles which affirm the whole cannot exist without its separate parts, and the separate parts equally cannot exist without the whole. When faced with crises like this COVID-19 pandemic, these articles of faith remind us that the national government cannot exist alone, because it will tire. But equally, neither can county governments exist alone. They will ultimately, equally expire. But if we work together in partnership and in fellowship with each other, guided by a shared vision to make lives better for our people, no pandemic is too big for Kenya, be it natural or, for that matter, economic. And I believe this is what the framers of our 2010 Constitution recorded in their unpublished notes, and they documented the power of our diversity and how the negative view that we are different brought out the fight in us when we were threatened. And they call this feature the 47+1. Then they told us that faced with any challenge, the 47 county governments plus the national governments are unbeatable if they work together, meaning that nothing is impossible if we pull together in the same direction. And in this regard, I invite you as elected governments to partner with my national government in the fight against this pandemic. And if we do so, I do believe we will reverse this tide and leave our print on the right pages of history. There is a lot of pressure for us to reopen the country. We have given ourselves 30 days additional, and we have done this in order to ensure that our citizens remain safe. But I do believe that within that 30 days, each and every one of us must do that which is necessary to ensure that even as we open up in a manner that is safe, that protects our citizens, especially the elderly and those who have other ailments and ills that would be ready victims for this enemy of ours if we were to open up without a proper plan. So we need to secure during this particular period an undertaking that every county should be able to deliver at least 300 beds in your isolation facilities. And towards this end, the National Treasury has already released approximately 5 billion Kenya shillings for this purpose, and this is intended to support each and every one of you in meeting this endeavor. This is a challenge that calls our county government to be a heartbeat away from our sick ones, with the national government giving you all the support that we can. But if this moment has brought us, if the moment has brought us this pandemic, so that we can embed health provisioning in the counties as envisioned in our Constitution, I also believe that then this pandemic is also an opportunity or a blessing in disguise. We must embrace it and grow it. If we fight the coronavirus from the ground up, from the county up to the national level, we cannot fail. And furthermore, we shall leave behind a healthcare system that will be able to deal with any kind of crisis